Most people avoid places like Camp Shadowbrook. But then, I've never really been most people.
Are you sure this is the right way, Leo? The map looks different. It feels wrong.
Trust me, Maya. I know this territory. We're going this way.
The road ahead was uncertain, but Caleb kept filming. Every bump, every near miss, captured in high definition.
They called it condemned property. Leo called it an adventure waiting to happen.
We shouldn't be here. This place is wrong.
Relax, Maya. This is gonna be epic. Caleb, start rolling.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, felt the tension rise. He looked to Maya, the cautious skeptic. Then, with a shrug, he pushed the record button. The three friends, Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, Maya, the cautious skeptic, and Caleb, the quiet cameraman, climbers. They follow a narrow, overgrown path for several minutes, the air getting noticeably colder, until they arrive.
Let's find some gruesome souvenirs.
As she stepped into the clearing, Maya's observant gaze fixed on the disturbed earth.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman.
He stumbled backward as the overwhelming smell of formaldehyde and decay hit him.
We can't stay here, Leo. Didn't you smell that? We have to leave immediately.
He focused the lens just as the silence broke. A massive branch, snapping with unnatural.
This is a perfect prop for the documentary.
No, I am not going into those cabins. Not until I know what's out there.
As they moved deeper into the woods, Caleb's focus fixed on the broken branch. He was certain something unnatural was waiting just outside the camera's light.
They all saw him. Every last one of them drew the tall, shadowy figure arms.
Crumbling porch wood groaned beneath her heavy denim jacket.
We've been staying here at the lodge for the past week, trying to capture the history of the place. Everything seemed normal until...
Leo had faced down much worse than an old cabin. Yet, the moment he stepped outside with the drawing, a cold dread set in.
She told herself it wasn't real, just a drawing. But the reflection staring back proved otherwise.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, swings the camera around, but the reflection is gone, the main lodge windows now dark and empty.
We will search the main lodge together.
She knew then that the knife was meaningless. Violence would not save her from this supernatural entity.
This is incredible, Maya. We have to jump. Are you insane? It's too dangerous.
The sound of a child's faint, mournful humming drifts from the upper floor of the main lodge.
Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, pushed past Maya, the cautious skeptic, convinced the sound was a trapped, innocent person.
It's a lure! Don't go!
Sleep now in the quiet woods. We won't wake up again. He is coming.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, drops the camera, the lens cracking against the wooden porch, the camcorder's light still blinking a desperate record.
The impossible sequence of events unfolded before them.
Faint, mournful humming suddenly stops, replaced by an absolute, terrifying silence that presses down on the abandoned camp.
Forget the gear, Caleb! Leo, move! We need to reach the truck immediately!
Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, grabs his abandoned antique camp whistle, clutching it tightly, before joining the desperate, scrambling retreat.
Even damaged, the camera was still recording. Caleb ran, knowing this footage was his only proof.
The lock! It's brand new! We can't get through! We're trapped! Help! Somebody let us out of here!
Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, clad in a bright red hoodie, violently kicks the restored padlock on the gate.
Maya had always been a skeptic, but the terrifying realization washed over her. It wasn't just a presence in the woods, it was hunting them.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, films the impossible gate. His camera captures the chilling, freshly applied rust on the restored lock. Yes. The forest suddenly plunges into a premature, unnatural darkness, the shadows thickening as a chilling fog.
We're returning to the cabins. We have to find a different way out. Move!
It's here. I hear it. It's getting closer. I can feel the ground shake. What is that thing? It's massive.
The three friends retreat back toward the clearing, moving quickly and silently through the deepening fog, the menacing stillness of the forest pressing in on them. They passed the spot where Caleb, the quiet cameraman, had heard the branch snap earlier, finding a massive 5.
He recognized the mark. Impossibly large.
As the sky darkened, Maya's skepticism warred with a growing unease. The bear's single eye seemed to stare right through her.
Through the fractured lens, the toy watched him back. And then, it winked.
The fog completely envelops the calm.
Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, pulls out his small, antique pocket knife, his only weapon.
It's the only place with enough cover for the night. It's a chilling choice, but we have nowhere else.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, is the first to enter the main lodge. His high-definition camera...
As a thrill-seeker, Leo lived for moments like this. He turned the extinguisher into a weapon, ready for whatever came next.
Maya, the cautious skeptic, slender and observant, notices a thick, sticky, tar-like...
The residue appears organic, yet the cellular structure defies identification, maintaining a steady shot for analysis. The silence was closing in. He had to do something, anything, to break the terrifying quiet. Maya was a skeptic by nature, but the sight of the incinerated lodge filled her with a dread she couldn't explain. She had to know what happened here.
Electronic failure. It was intentional. It's here.
They thought they had him cornered. But Leo wasn't prey. He was the predator, and the hunt was just beginning.
As a skeptic, I look for logical explanations. But the dimensions of this print defy human anatomy.
Desperate measures were needed. Caleb knew the VO 3.1 voiceover model often glitched, but a hard battery reset was the only fix.
The sound of heavy, deliberate footsteps is heard moving slowly across the floorboards of the unseen.
We need to go. Now.
As the cautious skeptic leading the escape, Maya threw the burning flare onto the tar-like residue, instantly igniting their only path to freedom.
The flaming residue explodes in a silent, terrifying burst.
They raced toward the dilapidated cabins, their only option for temporary sanctuary. The flickering light of the burning lodge providing a... Leo didn't hesitate. With one powerful kick, the door gave way, forcing Maya and Caleb into the darkness beyond the threshold.
Maya knew it was irrational, but the fear was paralyzing. She braced the door, hoping the wood...
He managed to restart the camera, and its cracked unscathed.
Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, tall and muscular, now stands guard near the flimsy window, the sound of a loud, methodical thud is heard just outside the cabin, the sound of the unseen presence slowly circling their small sanctuary.
It's playing with us. It wants us to know it's there.
Caleb kept the focus tight on the fracture point. The shadow was visible now, moving steadily across the glass.
The rhythmic thudding stops abruptly, replaced by a profound, suffocating silence that is more terrifying than any sound.
I had to hold the line. This door was the only thing standing between them and me.
She had to jam the door shut before they arrived. Grabbing the rusted spring, she forced it into the gap.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, films the desperate struggle, his camera now his shield, and his desperate link to reality. Finally.
A sudden, invisible force slams into Leo.
The only other exit!
The unsettling silence was shattered.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, drops his high-definition camera into the crawl space, then slides in after it, his eyes wide with a silent, paralyzing terror.
The sound of heavy, deliberate footsteps echoes inside the cabin, the floorboards groaning and creaking as the unseen presence. Tense and silent, Caleb recorded the movement above. The cracked lens captured the heavy steps as the floorboards groaned under the weight.
Turn off the camera light now. The red glow will betray our position.
I don't have much time. It knows. It hunts during the blood moon. This message is our only hope.
Don't look down. Focus on me. I won't let go, okay? We have to keep moving now.
The search inside the cabin abruptly stops, and the single, colossal footstep is heard, exiting the small cabin.
He sought the rush, but this was different. As the thudding grew louder, he knew this escape might be his last.
The methodical thudding stops instantly, and the unseen presence turns its attention fully toward Leo, the confident.
Whistle! He's drawing it away! He's sacrificing himself!
A massive black shadow falls over the entrance of the small porch, followed by the terrifying sight of. Leo, the confident thrill-seeker.
Come on, Caleb. We need to go.
But what if?
Recording the agonizing final sounds of Leo's desperate struggle, Caleb could only watch in terror as the life drained from his friend. A final, gut-wrenching scream is heard from beneath the porch, followed by the sickening, wet sound of a heavy.
Grief propelled her forward. Maya raced toward the forest line, camera in hand, dragging the quiet cameraman into the unknown darkness.
Caleb, the cameraman, stumbled through the trees, his eyes wide with terror. Leo's final scream had shattered his resolve.
Maya, the cautious skeptic, slender and observant, notices the fog thinning slightly and pushes them toward the perimeter.
It was Leo's bright red hoodie, hanging from a low branch. torn and stained with dark fluid.
Keep moving. Don't look back, Caleb. Don't look back. We just have to run.
The rhythmic thudding is heard again, much faster this time, signaling the creature has finished with Leo. The confident thrill seeker,
Maya, the cautious skeptic, slender and observant, finds a small, deep culvert running beneath the perimeter fence.
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, is the first to squeeze into the culvert, pushing the damaged camera ahead of him, the metal scraping against the damp earth.
She followed cautiously, every snag on the fence a reminder of the risks ahead. Doubt was a constant companion.
A massive, black hand slams onto the fence right beside the culvert, the force bending the thick metal of the chain link.
Finally, Maya was free of Camp Shadowbrook, but the escape had broken her completely. The aftermath would be hers to face alone. Maya's skepticism vanished the moment the creature appeared. Now, survival was their only objective.
Leo, he's still in there.
A mixture of grief, fear, and the inescapable burden of survivor's guilt washed over her.
For hours, they walked through the dark, cold forest, relying only on the faint light of Caleb's camera.
There, a faint landmark. Maya realized they were close to the rarely used access road.
Caleb operated purely on adrenaline, his cracked lens recording the final moments of the terrifying ordeal.
They finally reached the access road, collapsing onto the rough gravel.
We need urgent help. We're near the forest access road. 2 people are down. It wasn't an explosion. It came out of the sky. You have to believe me.
Ma'am, calm down. We need you to take a breath.
The evidence is all there. Ah! Ah!
I can't believe it! It was me the whole time! I was the one who killed her!
The detective sees the terrifying, pitch-black void in the doorway, the sound of the inexplicable thudding, and the final gut-wrenching.
What is that thing?
A 1,000-yard stare. It's the look of a man who's seen too much, a silent testament to the psychological toll of the night's events.
This isn't over. It's only the beginning.
Camp Shadowbrook. Abandoned, overgrown, and hiding something dark. I had a feeling I wouldn't like what I found in those woods.
Lying on the ground outside the perimeter fence, the antique whistle stands as a silent monument to the fate of Leo, the confident thrill-seeker. The detective picks up the antique camp whistle, the metal feeling cold and heavy in his hand, a chilling physical link to the unbelievable truth.
A colossal heartbeat thumps rhythmically from the forest depths. The monster is still here.
Camp Shadowbrook was never abandoned. It was guarded.
Leo always chased the edge. I always held back. Now,
Caleb, the quiet cameraman, short and tense, refuses to let go of his high-definition camera, the cracked lens a symbol of the terrifying truth he now carries.
Search of Camp Shadowbrook turned up nothing. All we found was the overwhelming stench of formaldehyde and burnt copper. No trace of Leo, the confident thrill-seeker's body, the missing main lodge, or the large, 5-fingered gash on the oak tree can be found by the search team.
They discharged me, but I'm not the same person who checked in. The skeptic is gone, replaced by a survivor haunted by the truth.
They know we're here. We have to get out now. Don't let them in. Whatever you do, don't open the door. If you find this, tell them we tried.
Leo, the confident thrill-seeker, missing and presumed drowned in a local lake, the cover-up a horrifying continuation of the monster's power.
Our investigation continues into the abandoned Camp Shadowbrook site, where public skepticism remains high regarding the official narrative. This antique whistle, it's more than just metal. It's a ceremonial object tied to the forgotten folklore right here in town.
We need to stay together.
It's out there. Leo disappeared here, near the old mill. These red circles are the sighting locations. We move fast, we move quiet, and we don't underestimate this thing.
Skepticism was a luxury she could no longer afford. Now, there was only the grim certainty of the coming conflict.
The silence here at Camp Shadowbrook is unnatural. It presses in, watching and waiting.
The antique camp whistle is heard blowing a single, defiant.
This path is terrifying, I know, but it is the only way forward now. We must proceed.
The image freezes on the dark, impenetrable forest line.
They entered for fun, but something was hunting them.
The screen cuts to black, the final sound being a soft, terrifying, childlike giggle coming from the depths of the forest.
Some places should remain forgotten. Abandoned camp horror movie.